Head of department at the University of Guyana Faculty of Technology today called for a change in the policy of recruiting Cuban-trained engineers at the expense of locally trained ones. Maxwell Jackson pleas were made to the Minister of Public Infrastructure, David Patterson, when the minister visited during the graduating students' public presentation today. He said that the students were dismayed when they read that some 20 Cuban-trained students were to be employed by the ministry.
It is quite a rise from the fact that these students would hit the market prior to those that you see in front of you there and maybe capture some of the best jobs. And we look at it as a bad policy. I know this, you had nothing to do with it, but I want to entreat you that this policy should be re-examined.
There will be space, or there should be space, for everyone that is graduating here. The problem that we find is that persons would like to go in a particular route or a particular agency. I implore you to be use your initiative, specialize there.
Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson, himself an engineer, was also a part-time lecturer at the University of Technology. He pointed to specializing in the area of petroleum mining, a field that would be essential in the next few years. Jackson said that the number of undergraduates trained in Cuba give rise to the notion that there is no local training course here.
Focus the training on the postgraduate level. Because if you look, for instance, your ministry, if there were 10 vacancies, I'm quite sure by the time our graduation, the students finish here, they're all gone. Now, our students would be at a disadvantage. So
one of the issues, obviously, we have a limited amount of spaces in the work services unit, but we are. I'm sure I will see a few of you in my ministry come November.
Jackson said that the students are involved in various fields of studies that could benefit Guyana and government's developmental trust.
Our students did some research as to how we could use sugar to enhance our product construction materials in both ways.
He said that the public forum where the students present areas of their studies to their peers and the wider engineering body is aimed at letting the public know of the work of the faculty and the university.
We have quite a few drainage projects in the Georgetown area. And I'm glad I take special interest to invite some of the members of your task force so that they could look and examine some of our projects, because our students have collected data that none of the public agencies have. They don't have. In fact, in studies done this time at the Cummins Canal and the South La Penitence Canal, those are some primary arteries in Georgetown, there is absolutely no data with the canal.
The minister said he was enthused over the projects the students had to present. Reporting for Prime News, Julia Johnson.